In today's episode, I talk about how to hype up a product before you sell it. Welcome to episode 165 of the Honest Entrepreneur Show. My name's Tom Ross, and I messed up the intro, but I'm going to keep going anyway, because I help creatives like you to master your marketing. And we're going to leave that in, okay? Because this is how we do it on the fly. So, fun fact for today, at the weekend, I went and watched Joker, the movie, by myself, feeling like a bit of a loser. I've never done that before. Even though I got a ton of you Instagramming me being like, yes, it's totally normal. I do it all the time. Made me feel better. But yeah, I went and watched Joker. I watched it at 2 p.m. on an overcast day in Britain. Went to town as well. I got there, ordered like a buffet of food for myself. It looked like I was on like a double date or something, the amount of food I ordered, all for myself. Massive glass of wine. Really enjoyed it. It was great, but it was very dark and very bleak. And so I kind of stumbled out like 2.5 hours later into this overcast day, just feeling a little bit sad and depressed about life. And I felt weird for the rest of the day. So random share there.
This question is from Maya. What's the best way to market a digital product before it's released?
Hey Maya, the best way is to pre-launch it. Essentially, you're building up hype and anticipation, so when it comes round, you can launch with a bang. And the very fact that you're asking this question shows me that you have some degree of understanding around this topic, which is fantastic, because it took me a lot of years to learn and to figure out the importance of it. It's something I'm a huge believer in. I think I've talked on the show before, but go and buy Launch, the book by Jeff Walker. And hopefully we can put that in the description or something on YouTube, Marco. But yeah, Launch by Jeff Walker, it's fantastic. It kind of breaks down this process in much more depth than I'll be able to do in this episode. But the bare bones are, when you launch something out of the blue, it generally won't do half as well compared to if you've actually built up people's anticipation. And this is the same way they do it in Hollywood, right? With movies. It's not just suddenly one day, it's like, oh, this movie appeared like a puff of smoke out of thin air. They hype it up. They do press tours. Like, they do a ton of interviews. They do trailers. Like, what you want to do for your product is essentially a series of trailers. And the best way to do this is you can involve people and immerse them in the process, especially when it's a digital product. That is the beauty of the internet. That's the beauty of having any kind of community. Because if you can involve 3, 6, 8, 18, 200, 2,000 people in the making of this product, then some very interesting stuff is going to happen. Like I say, this gets away from like the puff of smoke, this thing launching out of nowhere. But actually from day one, you can invest and involve your audience. So you could say, I'm thinking of making a product like this. Who's interested? You can gauge some interest there and validate your ideas. Again, look up the episodes of the show where I talk about idea validation. And then once you've done that and you think, okay, people do want this thing, then you can get some beta testers, you can get some feedback loops and all that. So it's like, okay, I'm going to set up a private DM group or a private email group or a Facebook group or whatever. And I would love your feedback. I want to make this the best thing ever for you guys. So I'm going to make it like this. What do you think? Like, show them different rounds and revisions on it as it's taking shape. Ask questions. Be like, do you prefer this or this? Like, what else do you want to see in it? What am I missing? What would you love to see in it? All that kind of stuff. So you're involving your community in the creation process. This means by the time you get around to launching it, then they are so invested. They've invested their time, their mindset, like their thoughts, their feedback, their emotions, that they are going to be way more likely to buy this thing compared to someone that's never heard of it and it's coming out of the blue, right? And just feeling salesy. And you can absolutely reward these people. You can say like, you get it 50% off or some kind of discount or like first dibs or extra bonuses because you've helped me create it. That's a really good idea. But essentially, I think the best way to build that hype to pre-launch a product is to actually involve your community in the process of making it. Question of the day. What is the last digital product that you bought? Let me know in the comments. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe below and tick the little bell icon. And if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy these. Happy watching.